Sixers lost to the Atlanta Hawks. Brett Brown was horrible. The refs were horrible. Trae Young murdered us. Let's talk about it. What is up, guys? DJ Eastwood here. Welcome to the Fire Brett Brown podcast. I'm kidding. What is up, guys? My name is DJ Eastwood. Welcome to the Run It Back podcast. Thank you for tuning in. As always, hit that subscribe button if you like talking Philly sports every damn day. All right, so we lost to the Atlanta Hawks on the road. This is not going to be a Brett Brown bash fest. It's just not. I thought it was going to be last night, but I just watched a replay of the game, and I'm not going to put a whole lot of this on Brett Brown. Basically, Trae Young was unstoppable. The referees were absolute trash. And Brett Brown didn't make any second-half adjustments to try to win this game. The main thing about Brett Brown is he just puts players on the floor and says, go play basketball. And yes, they are very talented, but no, you can't win like that. You just can't, okay? Man. Good Lord. Raul Neto was 0 for 6. Furkan Korkmaz was 0 for 7. And he still had these dudes in the game with 7 minutes left in a close game in the fourth quarter. And that is just unbelievable to me. How is Raul Neto this bad in a game and Trey Burke does not get 1 second of playing time? I don't understand it. What did he do to you, Brett? What did he do? Somebody tell me. What did he do? Do you understand if somebody's playing bad, you can put that player on the bench, and you can put your other point guard on the floor. Do you know that, Brett? Do you understand that you can make in-game adjustments? Do you get that? Do you understand? Oh, my goodness. We played horrible defense in this game. I didn't see any defense at all from the first tip, from the jump, from the first couple plays, I got to give it to Trae Young. Trae Young is amazing. Trae Young, the way he reads the floor, draws defenders in and throws alley-oops to his guys. I mean, he had 10 assists in the first quarter. Mark Zumoff couldn't believe it. He was like, here's a double-double in the first quarter. Are you kidding me? And, I mean, so it's a combination of Trae Young being very good and our defense being very bad. But I do want you to look at this tweet right here about where our pick-and-roll defense has ranked since 2016. Just look at it. Look at it. Now look at it. I mean, seriously. Is it a personnel issue or is it a system? It's time, dude. It's time. We've given this dude good players. There's no system. Then what do they do in practice? Joel Embiid played no defense in this game. I mean, dude, I don't understand what they do in practice. There's no hedging on screens. The center, there's no switching. Nobody knows what to do in a pick and roll. It's crazy. That's all I'm saying about Brett Brown for the rest of the video. Man, this team needs a ball-handling half-court point guard and a closer. Now, in this game, you saw a lot of Raul Neto. Why? Because Ben Simmons cannot play point guard in the half court. It's becoming more and more evident. There's actually an article out right now saying the Sixers plan to take the primary ball-handling responsibilities away from Ben Simmons moving forward. Bro, it's like, I swear to God, these people watch my videos. I swear. I mean, I think I know a lot about basketball. I really think I do, and I think I can watch a game and see like what's wrong and what's going wrong and what should be happening. I really think I know, but I don't think I know enough to be right every time. Come on, man. Every single thing I say, 2 months later, it happens. I got to give myself credit for that. I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn, but toot, bitch. I can't believe it. It's crazy. So I say Ben Simmons isn't a point guard literally 2 months ago, and he needs a ball-handling guard on the floor to maximize his game, and now they're planning on doing that. And they give Raul Neto 20-some minutes in the game. Ben Simmons flourishes off the ball, has another 30-point game. This is now 4 times we have played a point guard alongside him most of the game, and he has a 30-point games all 4 times. This dude is a bona fide superstar if he's used correctly. And he's not a point guard. He never played point guard in high school or college. Brett Brown made him a point guard. It was an experiment. It failed. It's time to move on. He's a point forward. He's a point center. Oh, this was one of the worst officiated games I've ever seen. The refs were absolutely atrocious on both sides. They called so many ghost fouls, so many air fouls. Trae Young got every call in the world. It's one of the things I really dislike about the NBA is that this guy's already good enough. He's already very good, you know? Yeah, it's the James Harden effect. He's already very good. You don't have to give him every single touch. You don't have to call a foul every time someone breathes on the guy. It's ridiculous. The call at the end of the first half was honestly, not exaggerating, one of the worst calls I've ever seen in my entire life watching basketball. It's an NBA rule. It has to be a natural shooting motion for you to get a shooting foul. It's an NBA rule. And this guy gets touched almost at half court, throws the ball into the sky, and gets a foul call. That's just unbelievable. But I also didn't like how Brett reacted to it. This is a game against the Atlanta Hawks. Nobody really gives a damn about this game. When something like that happens, bro, I want to see a clipboard on the floor. I want to see papers flying in the air. I want to see you throw your suit jacket off and get in the ref's face and get thrown out of the game. Show some emotion. The worst call I've ever seen, and Brett's kind of just yelling. You know, he gets a T, but he's kind of just yelling. Come on, man. That was trash. Trae Young flopped on a screen. Matisse Thybulle didn't really touch him. He goes around the screen and just throws the ball up in the air and gets 3 free throws out of it. I mean, he got so many calls in this game. Joel Embiid. Well, what should I say about Joel Embiid, man? I don't want to say the fit keeps looking worse, but it keeps looking worse. Ben Simmons wants to run this fast-paced, fly down the court and hit shooters on the left and the right kind of game. And Joel Embiid is a ball-dominant center who needs the ball in the post, and it's just 2 different systems. It's 2 different styles. I'm not seeing it. I don't have a good feeling about it. And it might just be that they need a new coach. They need a new system to try to get it to work, but oh, my goodness. I mean, he still had 21 points, though. You know, you got 31 out of Ben. You got 21 out of Joe. You got 27 out of Shake Milton. I will say, give myself credit on this. I tweeted last night, taking over on Shake Milton scoring 20.5 points because I just had a feeling. This game, the Atlanta Hawks don't play great defense. They're one of the worst teams in the NBA. We don't have any ball-handling guards besides Shake Milton who can score. I figured Ben was probably going to play off the ball a decent amount in this game, and Shake Milton was going to get a decent amount of shots. So I said Shake's going to score 20, and he scored 27. I do like Shake Milton. I really do. I think with Josh Richardson being out, I think he fits the game. He fits playing alongside Ben Simmons very well. I actually might think he fits playing alongside Ben Simmons better than Josh Richardson. But when Josh Richardson comes back, it is nice that now Shake is here, getting the confidence and can play on an NBA level, and he should keep getting these minutes even when Josh Richardson returns. But we all know Brett Brown and his ball-handling shooting guards. We'll see if Shake gets sent back down to the G League after Josh comes back. The way this front office works, the way the decisions are made, good Lord. I think Shake should probably be the first player off the bench. Now, I also saw, because Al Horford didn't play in this game, I saw a starting lineup that I enjoyed. Shake Milton, Ben Simmons, Matisse Thybulle, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid. There's space on the floor. People can go to work. Ben Simmons was getting to the rim at will in this game. The Atlanta Hawks defenders looked like cardboard cutouts, dude. He had 18 points at halftime. He still won't shoot a jump shot, but he knows he's finally getting that in his brain. Nobody can stop me. He's going right through John Collins. He's going right through all the other defenders, getting to the rim at will. I mean, to have 31 points without shooting a jump shot, you're 6'10" and really fast and can handle the ball. They can't stop you. That's all it's up here. All you need to do is be aggressive. But it looks like Joel Embiid was at the three-point line a lot more, and that's why Ben Simmons had the 31-point game. Now, it kind of sucks for everybody else that Ben's refusing to shoot, so now we all have to adapt to that, you know? I mean, Brett tried to get him to shoot. He won't do it. Joel called him out a couple times. He won't do it. So now everybody has to be like, okay, now I need to change my game around because this guy is stubborn and wants to play this way. But you do have to play to his strengths, too. I don't know what to say here, but I'm also not an NBA coach. I'm not getting paid like Brett Brown. But I feel like me, you, and anybody else with any type of basketball knowledge could do the same job Brett Brown is doing, or better. Oh, man. So Joel has to sit at the three-point line most of the game. Then there are plays that are run for him to get in the post, and it's just finding a nice balance. It's finding a happy medium between Ben Simmons running the fast-paced game with the wide-open paint, kick it out, and having Joel Embiid get his touches down low on the block. Now, obviously, the right thing to do here would be to play Ben Simmons with a point guard and then run a Joel Embiid lineup with Trey Burke on the floor, but Trey Burke has been exiled for the rest of his Sixers career. I don't know why. It's never going to happen, but oh, man. Ben Simmons' free throw shooting was great. He was 9 for 11. I was so impressed. I'm like, every time I looked at the TV, he's making a free throw. If this dude can shoot 80%, 75, 80% from the free throw line and be as aggressive as he was in this game, 25-point per game scorer, man. No doubt about it. No doubt about it in my mind. The biggest story of this game is you got absolutely nothing from the bench. You got absolutely nothing from the bench. Mike Scott had a little bit of a resurgence, but you got absolutely nothing from the bench. Matisse Thybulle got put in foul trouble early from Trae Young flopping like a fish out of water like he does. But Matisse makes mistakes too. He's a young rookie. I didn't expect him to be able to handle Trae Young. Trae Young is very savvy, knows how to get the calls, knows how to bait the defenders. That's bait. And Matisse fell for it a lot of times, got in foul trouble early, and just didn't really have an effective game. Korkmaz is what he is. When he's hot, he's hot. When he's cold, you got to get him off the floor. Howell Neto, when he's hot, he's hot. When he's cold, he offers you absolutely nothing. I just couldn't believe he was still in the game in the fourth quarter, 6 minutes left, turning the ball over. I mean, Howell Neto was horrible in this game. But my prediction is that you're just going to have to – I don't see this getting better with this coach. I don't. You're going to have to make a change. Why wait until the offseason? Why wait? People are like, oh, what are we going to do, fire him right now and then magically become the third seed? No, probably not. But you're gonna have to make a change because you're not going to be the third seed with him. And there needs to be a different system here. I'm tired of seeing this motion offense. I'm tired of seeing this horrible pick-and-roll defense. I'm tired of seeing these predictable lineups. I'm tired of seeing the lack of adjustments. His pregame plan of who he's going to play is already set, and he absolutely does not change it moving forward in the game, makes no in-game adjustments at all. I can't. There's nothing else I can say. Man. Time is up. You lost to the Atlanta Hawks on the road. Now you got to play the Boston Celtics. You got to play, dude, we got like 4 or 5 games against good teams on the road. It's not going to get better. I'm sorry. This is a negative video. I'm sorry. I'm not being positive. It's not going to get better. It's not. I know they're probably not going to fire Brett Brown midway through the season, but things have to change. And now they're saying, they're going to take Ben off the ball. But if you're going to take Ben off the ball, it can't be Neto. It cannot be Neto. That dude's a backup point guard. He cannot be playing starting point guard minutes. He can't. So at this trade deadline, you want to add a shooter? Cool. But you have to add an experienced point guard. You have to. A Jeff Teague, a Drew Holiday. That's not going to happen. That would be amazing. A Derrick Rose. You have to add a playmaking point guard. You put a playmaking point guard next to Ben Simmons, game flourishes. It's a wrap. You get hit. You get the paint wide open. Then you run Joel Embiid with maybe Neto, or maybe Brett gives in and finally plays Trey Burke again. I don't know. But yeah, man, a lot of talk right now is about the fact that they don't fit together and the fact that people are like, let's just trade Joel Embiid and build around Ben Simmons. And I don't necessarily like that, and I don't think that's going to happen until the coach change happens, because you're going to try a different system before you break up 2 superstars, okay? But if you would trade Joel Embiid and surround Ben Simmons with shooters and ball-handling guards, This would be a fast-paced, up-tempo, high-scoring team, and maybe that could work in the future. The good thing is, the positive thing is, we have 2 superstars. We're not tanking anytime soon. We're never going to be as bad as we were in 2013, 14, 15. You know what I mean? So it is a positive. It's a blessing in disguise that we have these 2 superstars who they just don't seem to fit together. But so either way, you build around Embiid. That's what I want to say too. And I've said it before. The roster construction does not benefit either of these players. The team's not built for Ben Simmons. The team's not built for Joel Embiid. I don't know what they were thinking with all of this stuff. Elton Brand came in here just playing NBA 2K, trading everybody. I don't think Tobias Harris is a good fit next to either of those guys either. It just is what it is. People say I don't talk about Tobias Harris enough too, and I don't know. I just he's kind of a sleeper, I guess. I don't really notice him. I don't know how to explain it. He just kind of does his thing. He's not an $180 million player. He's not a closer in the fourth quarter. He's not going to take somebody off the dribble and make an amazing play when you need him to make a play. He's just kind of there and scores points, but I don't know how to explain it. I don't get all giddy and excited for Tobias Harris. I just don't. I like when he has his 30-point games, but I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I'm sorry. That's all I got for you guys today, man. Thank you for watching the Run It Back podcast. I have no clue what the Sixers are about to do moving forward, but clearly some changes have to happen because you're not an elite team. You're not an elite team if you're losing to the Atlanta Hawks on the road. You're just not. You're just not. I know Trae Young is good, but come on, bro. We're getting iced by Cam Reddish. Are you effing kidding me? And one more thing. This team's built for the playoff, people. Bro, this team is built for the playoffs. Are you kidding me? This team has fit issues. This team has lineup issues. This team doesn't have a half-court ball handling point guard. This team does not have a closer, doesn't have a sharpshooter. What in the world is going to be different in the playoffs? Please explain it to me, please, because Brett's going to bring Al Horford back in, clog the paint, log jam. I don't see this working in the playoffs at all. Somebody explain it to me. That's all I got, man. DJ Eastwood, Run It Back podcast. Thank you guys for watching. Love you all. Hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. Peace.